was the case that a lot of people took the warning seriously, took the evacuation orders seriously, and got out of town, because we haven't seen a lot of people. As I say that, there are people in Steam Hatchie on camera right now that are hanging out outside, which means they clear. Well, it looks like they're part of the weather team, but it looks like a lot of people, Rick, got out of there, which is great.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Here's the really heartbreaking part of this. If you have evacuated, now you're looking at this and you're seeing your home, submerged, or your business. That's heartbreaking. Frank Harris, who's a part of our Sarasota iHeart cluster, is joining us for a Sarasota update. So how are things down that way this morning, Frank?
It's good. It's surprising. The wind and rain, last night wasn't as bad as I think a lot of us anticipated it would be. Obviously, in the wake of Ian last year, we expected to have a lot of wind, but it wasn't like that. But this morning, we're waking up to flooding everywhere. That's the only thing.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing we've seen, especially the barrier islands that go out that way, all the way out to City Island, up through Longboat Key. Most of the entrances, the bridges there are all still closed, so you can't get out there. And I'm sure it's going to be the same way it is up through Pinellas. They don't want anybody going home until there's an all clear, just because of the flooding. You can't drive your vehicle out there.
And there's a huge amount of, with high tide still coming in a few hours. I live in a neighborhood in Bradenton, just south of the Manatee River, called Wares Creek, and I'm at 7-foot flood stage. I'm actually one house away. I'm technically in EVAC A, but I'm one house away from EVAC B, so we always generally tend to ride it out, even when there's a mandatory evacuation. Like I said, we're at 7-foot flood stage, and we just went out and measured. We're up to 4 to 5 feet in the neighborhood.
How'd you measure that, Frank?
So at the end of the street, one of our neighbors has a small boat dock, and on the edge of the boat dock, he has like a tape, and he went out, and it was up to his chest, and he went and looked. Yeah, he's out there in the on the dock. He swam out and stood up, and yeah.
Can you imagine? Swam out, stood up, and went 4 feet.
versus some of the previous storms that we've experienced is how technology has us to keep an eye on things. One thing I've been doing over this past 24 hours, I'm sure you guys have been too, is all the earth cams everywhere there are cameras. So when I want to check an area all up and down Anna Maria Island, down through Siesta Key, there are so many webcams that are up 24/7 that I'm logging on like, all right, there's flooding here, there's not flooding here, and from a technology standpoint, we've just never had the ability to do that.
I just took your neighbor's number and I'm using his for measuring poles throughout the area.
He's going to be
swim out.
He'll be that guy. He will be our coverage station fixture. Like, all right, has he swam out yet and taken a measurement there on the bass pole? What are we doing?
Yeah.
Because that's really Florida man way how we do things.
That's right. That's how we get it done.
And Frank, thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
I want to thank everybody. You guys have done an incredible job. You guys are helping everybody and giving information to people that I can't. Right now, I'm waterlogged. So the fact that you guys are here to pick up the slack is incredible, and I appreciate it.
Not a worry, my friend. Always glad to help our family. That's what we do, man. Frank, we'll see you again here soon, buddy. Thank you.
Yeah,
love it, man.
I kind of want to piggyback on that because I know you guys won't do it. Rick, you've been here coming up on 9 hours straight. John Mamola's been here on, I believe, 10 hours straight. He's been behind the scenes getting all the interviews together, getting all the guests. So just tremendous work by you two. Hopefully you get some sleep after this. And we'll continue the coverage. Ryan Gorman and Dana will be back in a little bit. We brought up Sarasota, downtown Sarasota. I actually have a source there. My parents live in downtown Sarasota. So I'm reaching out to them to see how it is and what's going on in that area.
All right, Chris Trankman joins us now for our latest Tampa Bay updates. Chris, welcome back to the fold. How are things with your world right now?
Yeah, obviously the Tampa Bay area dealing with lots of water. We still have the situation with the effects of the storm from the air. If you check the radar, it looks like we're being bombarded by these like green arrows, green and red arrows coming in from the outer bands of Hurricane Idalia. But the biggest problem is the water. The storm, you got three factors here. You got Hurricane Idalia, high tide, and the moon, a blue moon, in fact, causing the tides to be higher than normal, maybe by a couple of feet, and we're expecting high tide later this afternoon. So areas that are already inundated with water, it could get even worse. And, a number of communities on the coast are dealing with flooding. St. Pete Beach, South Tampa, Bayshore, the barrier islands in the counties to the south. We've seen a number of the roadways there affected by the water. They've closed off the major highways in the Tampa Bay area. Obviously, you have Sunshine Skyway, the Howard Franklin, the Courtney Campbell, all shut down because of the dangerous conditions. Big Rig, you were talking about the new highway that they're trying to build right next to the Howard Franklin. And, for some folks who don't want to pay tolls, maybe this delay will be helpful for them because the new highway is going to have Lexus lanes. But if you're into the free highway, they still have to make sure that that's safe, and that's why those roads are closed down. And they don't want people on the road. I mean, with this much water in some of these high population areas, it's extremely dangerous. And I know there's that temptation to go out and check and see what's happened because the storm took place overnight. That's exactly what they don't want people to do, and they certainly don't want people getting anywhere near the evacuation zones, which are near the coastal areas, which, of course, are dealing with all this flooding right now. Some serious issues as well. Hospitals had to be evacuated. You're talking about moving patients with serious illnesses out of, the safety of those places into remote locations for the time being. And also the Port of Tampa, where they make deliveries of fuel, dealing with higher than normal water levels. That could affect the tanker trucks that get on the roads to refuel the gas stations. And hopefully the state and its reserves will prevent any major problems with shortages. But those are some of the effects that you have when you have this much damage and this much water coming in from the storm surge of the hurricane. And we're not through it yet. I mean, it's going to get even worse as we get closer to high tide in the afternoon.
Now, one of the things I was actually just looking at, because typically after we have a storm come through, we usually get a lot of dry air. It usually gets dragged back down in. Now, I'm guessing this forecast is still a little bit askew because tomorrow, the outlook is still, the rain chance being high doesn't shock me, but we still have a factor of high winds still through tomorrow. So that's one of those things I kind of want to dig a little deeper into before we get out of here and find out if that in fact is factual. But we're not getting a break anytime soon. This storm is not slingshot. slingshotting a cold front through here. You know, last year we kind of had that with Ian. We got a break. This time we're going right back to the mid to upper 90s as we get into next week through Labor Day. And we're not, remember, we've got hurricane season through Thanksgiving. So it's not like, hey, all right, we had our storm, we're good. Anything can happen. What storm did we have after Ian last year? Was it Nicole?
There were so many storms last
Well, we had like a 1-2 punch. I think Nicole came from the other side, if I'm not mistaken, because we were all just exhausted from Ian still. And then it was like, here we go again. So you never know when something's going to pop up right now. That's for sure. All right, Chris, thank you so much for being a part of it again. We'll talk to you again here shortly.
Great job, Big Rig and Aaron.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Aaron Curtis joins us again as we continue to talk North Florida. The latest up there from Perry to Steinhatchee. We just saw more video from Steinhatchee, which looks even worse now because everything is up to the roof as far as the storm surge.
Yeah.
So we're at that 17-foot level now, and it continues to rise. You can still see the water pouring in. It looks like it's 20 feet, if not more, by the time it's done. What do you have for us, the latest there in the north?
Actually, a lot, Big Rig. So Jimmy Petronas was saying that the Taylor County Emergency Operations Center
actually go straight back. You see things like that, you know, that's history. That is storm that come through. And who knows how long ago that was.
Yeah.
Like we talked about, you know, some people are saying that the city of Tampa hasn't taken a direct hit in over a century. Now we did have one in the 60s, but again, I don't think that was, we're not talking a major hurricane. We're talking about tropical storm / hurricane, not the kind of power we've had now, the devastating type of storm surge we're having now. So yeah, you look at things, you always talk about your luck running out, and every time we see one of these, you go, because you think,
Yeah.
this almost does again.
You also never know what the situation is surrounding it. Now, this, of course, is happening with the supermoon. So everything kind of came together, was concocted at the worst time. Bad forces meeting and hitting each other to create this chaos. So not every time that you get a hurricane, you're going to have a supermoon at the same time. That's why we're seeing a lot of the high levels. But you have to realize there are unknown factors that could come into every storm. Everyone is different.
You know, and the other thing too is we talked about this back in the summer whenever we were like, oh yeah, the El Nino's back, it's all good. This usually helps us out, keeps the storms out in the Atlantic, which it has done. I mean, we've had an unprecedented amount of Atlantic hurricanes that have stayed out there. But then out of nowhere, here comes this little bitty disturbance. Keep in mind, this started in the Pacific. It crossed over Central America and came right up the Yucatan Peninsula, and then just said, hello, here we are.
3 days ago, we weren't even talking about this. I mean, we knew about it, we were aware of it, but we weren't talking about this.
Yeah, no. Again, you know, we thought, because all the models said 1, 2, maybe. Now, logic in us as humans goes, yeah, but 91, 92 degrees, is it really going to stay that low? But everybody thought the wind shear was going to keep it torn apart, which it did. That's why it took it so long for it to add up to what it is today. Wind shear, basically oncoming winds that shades the top of the storm off, so it cannot